Do you mind if I call a friend to take a look at this? I have a few mega concerns.
Ever wondered what happens when Hollywood glitz collides with the gritty world of pawn shops? Hold onto your seats because we're diving into the most jaw-dropping moments when A-list celebrities swapped their red carpet for the bargaining table on Pawn Stars. Alright, let's dive into some of the most unforgettable moments at the pawn shop that had everyone talking. Starting off with a bang, imagine walking into a pawn shop and seeing a movie poster of Dennis Quaid as Ronald Reagan. That's exactly what happened when Robert strolled in, poster in hand, catching Rick's eye. Rick, being a movie buff, was already keyed up about this unreleased film. The twist? Dennis Quaid himself shows up to verify his autograph on the poster. The room was thick with surprise, and after some back and forth, they settled on $200. It was a moment that showed sometimes the value of an item is truly in the story behind it. Next up, who wouldn't want a piece of music history? James thought the same when he brought in a Bob Dylan album. The plan? To boost its value with Dylan's signature. Here's where it gets fun. Chumley, tasked with getting the autograph, ends up with a personalized memento instead of a seller's jackpot. Rick's reaction was priceless, a mix of disbelief and annoyance that only Chumley could provoke. It was a perfect example of best-laid plans going awry in the most hilarious way. These stories aren't just transactions. They're a peek into the unexpected and often amusing world of pawn shops, where every visit can turn into an episode worth remembering. Just when you thought things couldn't get more interesting at the pawn shop, in walks a guy who looks a lot like Steve Carell. Turns out it is Steve Carell, but he's not admitting anything until Rick makes a joke about his height. They hit it off with some friendly chatter, and suddenly, Carell's eyeing a diver's knife. What unfolds is not your everyday haggle. Carell, showing his knack for surprises, offers way above the asking price, flipping the script on Rick. It's a refreshing change of pace, showcasing Carell's genuine passion for collecting and a promise to come back for more. A moment that reminds us, celebrities, they're just like us, but with cooler hobbies. Then we shift gears to a piece of history, a samurai sword that's seen more years than the shop itself. Enter Dana White, the UFC president, known for his love of combat sports and, as it turns out, historical weapons. The sword, freshly restored and not even meant for sale, catches his eye. What follows is a negotiation that feels more like a heavyweight bout, ending with White taking home the sword and a few others for good measure. Rick, caught between pride for the sword's restoration and the sting of letting it go, makes a deal that's bittersweet. But when White shows interest in another artifact, Rick sees a chance to sweeten the pot. It's a reminder that in the pawn business, every item has its price, and sometimes that price includes a piece of history walking out the door. Rolling right into the heart of comic book legend, we've got Vince walking into the shop with something that'd make any Marvel fan's heart skip a beat. A Spider-Man comic strip, signed by none other than Stan Lee and John Romita. Chumley can barely contain his excitement, already dreaming up a plan to meet Stan Lee for an authenticity check. Picture this, Chumley and Vince, comic in hand, meeting the man behind the heroes. Stan Lee, with his signature enthusiasm, confirms it's the real deal. Back at the shop, the negotiation dances around until they land on a cool $5,000, all thanks to that golden signature. Well, that is all from us today. If you liked watching our video, do drop a like to this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more such content. We're trying to upload every day, so do let me know what you would like to see from me next.